नमस्ते। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। वीरवानरसेनस्य त्राता भाधवता हि सः तोयधावरि गोयादस्य अयतो न वसेतुना नातु सेवनतो यस्य दया गोरिवधायतः सहितावदभातात्रास्यनसेरनर अनवारवी हारिसाहसलङ्केन सुभेदी महितो हि सः चारुभूतनुजो रामो अरमाराधयदार्तिः हार्तिदाय धरामारमोराजो नुतभूरुच सहितो हि मदीभे सुनाकेलं सहसारिहा. We finished with 28th shloka last time. The Lanka Ravana Vadhaha atra varnitaha, and then how he got Sita, how Rama got back Sita in the Anuloma Padyam. Ravana, whose Vikrama, whose bravery was extreme, whose valor was attractive, Rama destroyed the life of such Ravana. So Ramaha tasya Ravanasya pranan aharat asubhedi ityuktam. Then he got Sita, who is Bhumi Putri. So Charu Bhu Tanujaha Ramaha. So Rama, who got the beauty, that is he again was united with Sita, the daughter of Bhuma Devi. He quickly removed the misery of Vibhishana, who worshipped him. So Aradhayat Artiha. And he was also worshipped by all of the devas, because they were also very happy that Ravana was no longer there to torture them. So tata sarvabhihi devatabhihi pujitaha asit mahitaha saha iti anuloma padye drishtamasmabhihi. Now we go to the Pratiloma Padyam. In the Pratiloma Padyam also Krishna reached the earth and he was also victorious here. So Grihita Parijatasya Krishnasya Avani Praptihi, the Dharam Ara Hartidaya Hitaha Saha. He shows he is very good to Pradyumna or Satyaki, who removed the suffering, who helped him during the fighting Yuddhe. Because they both were with Krishna and fighting, helping him during the Yuddham, they removed his arti, his difficulties in the Yuddham. So Krishna was also good to them. Hitaha Saha. He also quickly destroys his enemies. Sahasa Ariha Saha. And he was Sahasa Ariha. Where did he destroy the enemies? He destroyed the enemies in Swarga, which had the intoxicated elephant Airavata, Mada Ibha. Madaha Ibaha Yatra Vartat. So Madibhaha Madayuktaha. So Madi Ibhaha Yatra Vartate. Tatra Sunake Swarge Shri Krishnaha Jayam Praptavan Saha Jaha Asit. So Ja is a word which we can use for many meanings, right? So we've seen this over the 30 shlokas right now, or 28 shlokas. Yeah. And Jayalakshmim Praptaha Saha Tasmat Lakshmi api tasya urasi eva sthita. Moraha, one who has Lakshmi in his chest. This is an indication of Vishnoho avataraha saha iti, and at the same time, now that he had victory, he also had Jayalakshmi with him. He again came back to Bhumi. This is the Pratiloma Padyam. Now let's move to the 29th shloka. The 29th shloka is a description of Ayodhya and in the Anuloma Padyam, and Dwaraka in the Pratiloma Padyam, because as soon as they came back, so Rama got Sita and he came back to Ayodhya. Nalikera Subhakaragara so Surasapika. Nalikera Subhakaragara so Surasapika. Ravana Rikshamera Puradbheje Nanamuna. Namuna nahi jebhera pura mekshariná vara. Kapi Sarasu Sauraga Raka Bhasurakelina. The reverse also describes Dwarakapuri. So Puhu, I think we saw in the first 2-3 shlokas itself, we saw a description of Ayodhya and a description of Dwaraka in the reverse. Both are Mokshapuri. This is also Anushtup. Now the Patachedam for the first one. Nalikera Subha Akara Agara Asau Surasa Apika Ravana Ari Kshama Ira Puhu Abhejehi Nana Amuna. Nalikera Subhakaragara Puhu. These are adjectives for Ayodhya here. Surasapika Ravana Arikshamera Asau Puhu Amuna Nana Abheje. Amuna Ramena Abheje. So Nana, when you have two nakaras, it is actually to double negative is a positive. Okay. Nalikera Subhakaragara. Ayodhya has houses which are very lustrous here. There are many lovely coconut trees in Ayodhya, which also gives enjoyment to people. So the first two adjectives are Nalikera Subhakaragara and Surasa Apika. Nalikera. Now first let's go with Subha. Shobhana Bhaha Subhaha. So Pranta Bha can mean the surrounding lustre is very beautiful for Ayodhya. It's a nice description of Ayodhya in the Balakandam itself. I think the 6th Sarga describes Ayodhya. Yes, it does. So it's the 6th Sarga of Balakanda describes Ayodhya. Subhaha Akaraha Yesham Tani Grihani. It goes to the houses which are there in Ayodhya that are extremely lustrous. They have Kanti. So Subhaha Akaraha. Akaraha form. Those which have a lovely form or a very shining form. Subhakarani, Agarani. In the beginning we saw that it was because of Rama that the entire Ayodhya was lustrous and it was even better than Swarga. Right? So, like Upakrama Upasamhara should be the same. Introduction and conclusion should be on a similar note. Whatever you introduce, whatever you start off with, it has to end in the same manner. So that Shloka 29 is a description of Ayodhya and Shloka 30 would be a description of Jaya Siddhi or Lakshmi Siddhi of Rama. Description of Rama. Subhakarani Agarani Yasyam Sa Subhakara Agara. How is it beautiful? How is the city beautiful? Because of coconut trees. Nalikera Vrikshaihi. In today's Ayodhya, I don't know if you can find coconut trees there, but we will take it as at that point of time maybe there were a lot of coconut trees also in Ayodhya, and it was because of that the houses were also shining. So Nalikera Vrikshaihi Subhakara Agara. I think twice I've repeated this kara. I'll make a note here. Nishanta Vastya Sadanam Bhavanagara Mandiram. Agara means house. So Bhavanam, Agaram, Vastyam, Sadanam, Nishantam. These are different words for Agara, house. So Nalikera Subhakaragara, Ayodhya, which has houses that have a beautiful form because of the coconut trees. Surasa Apika, Surasa Apika. Shobhanaha Rasaha, Ragaha, Surasaha. Surasasya Apika, Prapika, that which brings about. Apl Dhatu. So that which brings about a great enjoyment, Rasam, for the people of who reside inside this city. So Sprihaniya, that which is also sought after because it is very, people go there for entertainment. Now entertainment is good rasam here, and the other meaning for this rasam is rasovai saha. So it also brings the supreme in the form of Rama. Ayodhya is the city where you find Rama. Shobhanaha Rasaha Brahmaswarupam. So Surasasya Apika Brahmavatarena Brahma Prapika. the Ayodhya was the city which could bring the Brahma Swarupam, Rama Brahma, in the form of Rama to its praja, to its subjects. So Ayodhya was the city that was chosen by Brahma Swarupam by the supreme entity to take an avatara in the form of Rama. So Surasa Apika, this is not there in the Vyakhyanam, but I thought this fit really well. So in another Tamil book, he has given an indication of this is probably what it could be. So I found that Shobanaha Rasaha Rasovai Saha iti Taitriyopanishadi Vartate. So you can take that as the meaning here. One who brings the Brahma Swarupam. See, Shobanaha Rasaha. What is so beautiful about the Brahma Swarupam here? It can be an abstract form, Aguna Rupam or Nirguna Rupam. But the moment it comes into a Saguna Rupam, it becomes even more enjoyable. So when it is in a Nirguna Rupam, yes, there are people who can understand and enjoy and revel in that Nirguna Swarupam, Nirguna Brahma Swarupam. But at the same time, when it comes in a format which is even more beautiful, then it becomes more enjoyable for people. So in Bhagavatam, there is this shloka, Atma Ramascha Munayaha, 1 minute, Atma Ramascha Munayaha, Nirgranthapi Urukrame, Kurvanti Aheitukim Bhaktim, Itham Bhuta Guno Harihi. This is in the first skanda itself, where there is a description of how even Atma Ramaha cha Munayaha, even though the sages revel in that Atma Swarupam, still they do a Kurvanti Ahaitukim Bhaktim. They have a Nirgranthaha api. Nirgranthaha is they don't have any ties, no attachment, no ragadvesha. That Hridaya Granthi is not there for them. Still, Urukramaha nama, one who has shown a great charitram, one who has done a lot of leela in this world. So, Tadrishe Krishna avatare, athava Rama avatare, in whichever avataram that he has taken and performed activities which show his greatness, those yogis, Kurvanti Ahaitukim Bhaktim. They have a bhakti which has no reason at all. Ahaituki. I love that this thing, because bhakti does not need, the moment you start analyzing, it ceases to be bhakti. It has to be without reason. That's how faith works. That is how bhakti, devotion works. You can analyze, you can do things, but love or prema always comes without any rhyme or reason sometimes, right? Ittam bhuta gunaha harihi. Imagine if it comes towards Vishnu here. So harihi, Vishnu, is of that quality that the moment a saguna rupam comes, people want to do that bhakti. Bhakti is associated with saguna rupam, not with the nirguna rupam. So this Brahma Swarupam was brought by Ayodhya into itself for its subjects in a very enjoyable format of Ramavatara, a Saguna Rupam. Okay, so Surasa Apika, Nalikera Subhakaragara, Surasa Apika, Puhu, Ravana Ari Kshama Ira. It was also an appropriate place for Rama to come back after killing Ravana. Ravanasya Arihi, Ravana Arihi, Ramaha. Ravanarehe Kshama Ira. Ravanarehe Kshama Uchita Ira Bhumihi Sthanam Yasyahasa. Ayodhya, which was the place that was appropriate, or which had a place that is appropriate for the enemy of Ravana to stay. So Ramachandra Nivasarha Kshitimati. Bhumi, Ayodhya had a bhumi, had grounds which were appropriate, worthy of Rama to take up residence. So Ravana Ari Kshamera. We have seen 3 adjectives for Ayodhya here. Asau Puhu, this Puri, Ayodhya. Puhu Stri Puri Nagaryau Va Pattanam Putabhedanam. Puri, Puhu, Nagari, Pattanam. Different small towns can also be Puhu. Amuna Ramachandrena Nana Abhejehi. So Abheje is Ang Bhajadatu Litlakara Atmanepadi Rupam. Abheje, Abhejate, Abhejire. This is the Rupam for it. So it was resorted to by Rama. So it was served in Eduthukudathu. When you take Sevanam, enjoyment is an artham here. So Abheje, he went, Rama went to this city of Ayodhya. Nana Bheje. So the two Nai Prakritartham. So sorry, I think in my hurry I forgot to write that. So Dvau Nayao Prakritartham Dridayataha, they actually reinforce the existing meaning or the contextual meaning. So Nana Abheje, it is not that he did not go, but he did in fact go. Iti. So there is an avadharana there with two negatives. So this is the meaning for the Anuloma Padyam, which is Rama reached Ayodhya, which had homes that were lustrous because of coconut trees. It was enjoyed, it gives enjoyment in the form of, 1 minute, I think for the last time, okay, fine, alright, very fine. Now let's go to the reverse. Namunahi, Namuna Nahi Jebhera Purame Ksharina Vara Kapi Sara Su Sauraga Raka Bhasura Kelina Na Amuna Nahi. So there are two nas. Here also, in the reverse also, we are going to apply that, but double negative is positive here. Okay. So Na Amuna Nahi Jebhera Ja Ibha Ira Puhu Ame Aksharina Vara Kapi Sara Su Sauraga Raka Bhasura Kelina. Jebhera, again it is a description of the city of Dwaraka. Jebhera Vara Kapi Puhu Aksharina Raka Bhasura Kelina Amuna. The Tritiya Vibhakti goes to Krishna right now. In the Anuloma Padyam, we saw that the Tritiya Vibhakti went to Ramachandra, Rama. Here it is Krishna. Sarasu Sauraga Nana Ame. So the city, Jebhera, the city that was a place filled with victorious elephants. Jebhera, Jaha, Jetaraha, Ibhaha, Gajaha, Yasyamsa, Jebha. Okay, Jaha, in the earlier shloka, in shloka number 28, Pratiloma Padyam, the word Jaha was described for Krishna as victorious, right? He brought Parijata, he brought to the city, he brought to the earth having been victorious, right? So Jaha is Jeta, Jaha, Jetaraha, Ibhaha, Gajaha, Yasyamsa, Jebha. So the city which was filled with victorious elephants. So Jebhera and Jebha Ira. Ira is Bhumi. The Bhumi which was filled with, we have to put Yasyamsa in only one place. Let's just look at it 1 minute. So I will remove the Yasyahasa here, because the Bhumi that had elephants which were victorious. So Jetaraha, Jaha, Ibhaha, Yasyamsa, Jebha Chasa Bhumihi Ira. Ira is also Bhumi. So Jebhera. Jayashila Gajayukta Bhumika is given in the Vyakhyanam. So this city, Dwaraka, was a city filled with elephants which were equal to Airavata, or they were very victorious. Vara Sreshtha Puhu. It's a Mokshadayaka. Ayodhya Mathuramaya Dwaravati Tatha iti purva muktam asmabhihi. So go back to that. So when I say Kapi Puhu, it is something which cannot be described at all. We'll say it in Tamil. Something I can't describe it at all. That is what it means. When you use the word Kapi, it always means anirvachaniyatvam. So kimapi mahaha, koapi saha iti. Chet tatra, it is difficult for me to explain what sort of a city it is. So Kapi Puhu Vara, it's a great city, Sreshtha. Okay. Aksharina, now we go to Krishna here. We still have one more word for the Nagaram, but that the why we put it later I will say afterwards. So we will now address Krishna's adjectives. Aksharina. Aksharam dharmaha. Aksharam also means Brahma. Aksharam here is dharma. Dharmaha asya asti iti dharmavan akshari. So aksharina tena dharmavata. So aksharam pranave dharmecha. The aksharam paramam brahma ityapi vartate. So it also indicates the pranava mantram or onkara. Aksharam also means dharma, because dharma is something that doesn't get destroyed at all. So na ksharate, it does not get destroyed. So dharma, so one who is righteous. This adjective makes sense because of the next adjective, which is Raka Bhasura Kelina. Rakasu Nava Rajo Narishu. Raka also means Tithi, Purnima Tithi. So here the other meaning for it is Nava Rajo Nari. Nari, women who have just Nava, who have newly attained Rajas, puberty. So those women who have just entered, young gopis who have just entered into the youth stage, they have just attained Rajaswala Jataha iti. So they have just attained their puberty. So Navanaro Rajo Narishu Rakasu Gopishu Bhasura Kelihi, one whose Leela is very shining. The Leelas that he performed with the gopis were extremely beautiful. So Rasa Krida in Dashamaskandam is the beautiful section about 5 adhyayas, Rasa Panchadhyayi in the 10th skanda. So the Rasa Krida is supposed to be so beautiful. There is a lovely shlokam about that. Anganam Anganam Antare Madhavaha Madhavam Madhavam Chantare Angana Ittama Kalpitaha Mandalam. So the Anganam Anganam Antare Madhavaha. So Madhavaha, Krishna stands in between each one of the ladies. Anganam Antare Madhavaha. So Madhava stands in between each one of the ladies. So there are 2 ladies, 2 gopis and 1 Madhava in between. Madhavam Chantarena Angana. 2 Krishnas and then 1 gopi in the middle also. Itham akalpite mandale, when such a mandalam has been created. This is in Krishna Karnamritam by Leela Shuka. So itham akalpite mandale madhyagaha. Krishna is also standing in the middle of this huge circle, and the circle is made up of each lady is a gopi. There is a gopi. And then Krishna, Gopi, Krishna, Gopi, Krishna, iti, there is a mandalam that they have formed, a circle. Madhavam Chantare Angana, Chantarena Angana, Ittama Kalpite Mandale Madhyagaha, Sanjagau Venuna Devaki Nandanaha. Devaki Nandanaha, Krishna, Sanjagau, he sang with his flute, Venuna. So this is the format of that Rasa Krida. The idea behind is Sarvatma Bhava. We don't know how many gopis were there. We don't know how many Krishnas were standing there. Each gopi looked at the other gopi as Krishna. She thought that she was surrounded by 2 Krishnas here. So that Sarvatma Bhava was there for, that is the rahasyam for that Rasa Krida. This is not something that Krishna took on 25 forms and he was standing in between the 2 ladies or anything. Krishna was standing in the middle. The gopis were in that Sarvatma Bhavam that they saw every other gopi as a Krishna. That is what the idea is here. So, and Dharmavan fits very properly, because even though he was playing with the gopis, his mind was Dharma Purvakam. There was nothing wrong with the way he was playing. In this Rasa Krida, there is this 31st Sarga in the 10th Skandam, which is called Gopika Geetam. It starts with the Jayati Te Dhikam, Janmana Vrajaha. Adla there is one shloka. Nakhalu gopika nandano bhavan antaratmadrik அப்படினு வரும். I'm so used to singing it in that tune and all that. அப்பதான் அது நினைவுக்கே வரும். நகலு கோபிகா நகலு கோபிகா நந்தனோ பவான் அகில தேகினாம் அந்தராத்மதிருக்கு விகனசார்த்திதோ விஸ்வகுப்தயே சக உதயவான் சாத்வதாங்குலே. The description of Krishna there is tvam gopika nandanaha na khalu bhavan nakhalu gopika nandano bhavan akhila dehinam antaratmadrik. So the gopikas looked, they were singing this song. This is the Geetam of Gopika, and the song that they sang was, you are the antaratmadrik, you are the sakshi chaitanyam for inside every human being, every dehi, every prani that is there, bhutarashi that is there in this world, every living being that is there in this world, you are the antaratma drik. Drik nama sakshi. So they looked at Krishna in this manner. So Krishna was a dharmavan. You can't bring in your laukika rasam into this at all. So that is the rahasyam of Rasa Krida. So Raka Bhasura Keli. That is why that Keli is the Krida. The Gopika Geetam and the Rasa Panchadhyayi is read even by sannyasis. It is a must. So to understand that rahasyam. So Tena Raka Bhasura Kelina Krishnena, by Krishna who sported with who played with the young gopis who had just attained puberty, who were in their youth. Raka has two meanings here. Purna Chandra Tithau Api. Idhula வந்து Raka Chandra Samana Kanti Vadana. Abdina, I think it is there in Mukha Panchashati for Ambal. For Devi also, one whose face is like the Raka Chandra. Purnima Chandravati Tasyaha Ananam Prakashavat Vartate iti. So Raka Navarajo Naryam, both with a young girl, it can be used as a word for young girl, also for Purnima Chandraha. So Raka Bhasura Kelina Krishnena Amuna Sri Krishnena. The Puhu, it was made beautiful. It was reached by, the city was reached by Krishna. That is what we mean. But at the same time, it was made such a manner that with the tree, it became even more beautiful. So Sara Su Sauraga. Suranam Agaha. Sauraha Agaha. So Suranam Sambandhi Sauraha. Suranam Ayam iti Sauraha. Saurana, Suryasya Ayam Sauraham number Sauramatham Mangrolya. So Sauramatham is usually Surasya Matham, Suryaha. So Surasya Matham. Suraha is also Suryaha. Then it is the sun god. Whereas here Suranam Ayam iti Sauraha, Vrikshaha, Na Gachati iti Agaha, Saura Agaha. So the tree which belongs to the Devas. So Sauraha cha asau agaha, sauragaha, parijata vrikshaha, saraha, paramashobhanaha. So it is also the best of the tree. Now this was present in Dwaraka. So saraha, sauragaha, yasyamsa, sara, su sauragaha. Yeah. And the suva vuttu tengu. Su sauragaha, shobhanaha, sauragaha, su sauragaha. It's here. But I forgot to mention it separately. I should say that. So Saraha can mean the essence or the best tree which has now come to this Dwarakapuri, and hence Dwarakapuri has become a city which has this beautiful divine Parijata Vriksham, and that was made possible by Krishna. That Puri was now reached by Krishna after it became beautiful with the Parijata tree. There's so much we have to bring in and understand in this shlokam. It's a little convoluted, but it's okay. Nana Ame Hi. Nana Ame, again double negative will give you the meaning of positive. So Jagme, he went, he reached. Amagatau Dhatu Litlakara, again Ame Amate Amire. The meaning here is Sri Krishna Dwarakam Parijatavatim Kurvanneva Vivesha. So he entered the city which had Parijatam in it. In other words, he made Dwaraka be a city with the Parijata tree, and he reached that kind of a city. Is that clear? So, no, this actually, it's the reverse. I wanted to mention this because the Dwaraka city is mentioned as one with a lot of elephants, but let me check what did we see here. We saw only Dwaraka is continuously being mentioned as the city which has elephants, Madibe Sunake, right? But Ayodhya is also mentioned as a city with elephants. So I just wanted to describe that also as a reference, and you can also look at this particular sarga in Balakandam for a description of Ayodhya. So Vindhya Parvatajaihi Mattaihi Purna Haimavataihi Api Mada Anvitaihi Atibalaihi Matangaihi Parvata Upamaihi. Matanga is elephants. Dvipaihi, there Sa Puri, this Ayodhya Puri was filled with elephants, which were Airavata Kulinaihi, Vindhya Parvatajaihi. They were born in from Vindhya Parvata. Purna Haimavataihi Purna Sapuri. They were also from the Haimavata Parvam. Madanvitaihi, they were young and strong elephants. So usually having strong elephants in a city means that it cannot be easily conquered. That is why the city was called Ayodhya. Right? So Bhadra Mandra, Bhadra Mrigaihi, Mriga Mandraihi cha Sa Puri Purna Vyapta Asit. Just to mention that I didn't find the description of Dwaraka having elephants, but that description of Ayodhya had elephants, so I wanted to just take that out and mention. So let's go over the Bhavartha here. Nalikera Subhakaragaraso Surasapika Ravanari Kshamerapu Rabheje Hi Nanamuna. Ramasya Ayodhya Praveshaha Atra. So there are many cities, many houses in Ayodhya which were Kanti Yukta, were radiant because of coconut trees. Again, I think he found it really easy to, he wanted to put in that Gopi Keli, Rasakrida, and that's why he probably used this for the Anuloma Padyam. It will be interesting to know what was going on in the mind of the author sometimes. Right? Sahanagari, Janebhyaha Surasam Adat. It gave a great rasam enjoyment to the people in the city. Also in the form of Rama, it gave Brahmanandam to the people in the city. Ravana Jayetuhu Ramasya Uchita Bhumihi Asit. Ramaha entered this kind of a city. Namuna nahi je bhera puhu ame aksharina vara kapi sarasu sauraga raka bhasura kelina. Krishnasya dwaraka praveshaha in the anuloma pratiloma padyam. So the Dharmavan Krishna Gopikabhis saha kridanchakara. So Krishna was playing with the young gopis, and he was also righteous. Dharmavan saha. There is a description in the, I think the end of the 10th skanda or the 11th skanda, I'm not sure, where Narada was curious to see how Krishna was conducting his affairs. He had some 16,000 plus wives. He married all of the daughters of Jarasandha. He brought them, he freed them, but they all wanted him. They were the rishis in Dandakavanam when they wanted to, they were praying to Rama in a Naika Naika Bhava. So Rama said, I have taken on the Vratam of Ekapatni, so I cannot marry another woman. I will take another Janma where I will marry all of you. So they also take another Janma here, and that is the concept behind 16,000 plus wives for Krishna. Narada wanted to see how Krishna conducted his Grahastha-ashrama. So when he goes there, he sees in each house there is one Krishna there. That's Angana, Mangana, Mantare, Madhava. Everybody thought of the other person as Krishna. So that Sarvatma Bhava was there. And hence, there is no Dharma Lopam. There is no Adharma happening here. So Sreshtha Dwarakapuri, there were a lot of elephants there. Jebhera. So Ja Ibha Ira. It was the bhumi for victorious elephants. Krishna entered Dwaraka. As he entered, he brought the Parijata and established it there. So tatra sthapayamasa. Is it clear? Now, I will stop with this because the next class we will do the last shloka and conclude the course. So any questions, you can raise your hands. Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste Mahodaya. बहु उत्तमम् टीचर् विशिष्य गोपिका गीतं कथं भवति सर्वं स्मरति इति मम विस्मिता अस्मि सम्यक्
சின்ன வயசுல படிச்சது childhood memories இதெல்லாம்
बहु सम्यक् विशिष्य न खलु गोपिका नन्दनो भवान् बहु इष्टवती आत्मदृक् इति
the whole thing is actually a very beautiful stotram meaning wise. When I memorized it, I probably did not have so much of understanding, but as experience comes about, when you look back, there are so many small details in that Gopika Geetam which just reveals so much about Rasa Krida. Adudanga. Yeah.
पुनः एतद् नारदस्य दर्शनं तु दशमस्कन्धे एव
वर्तते
गृहस्थाश्रमदर्शनम् इति गच्छति 2,800 इति पदं पठितवती नरकासुरवधतः अनन्तरं
2,800 so 16,000 2 into 8
अनन्तरम् अष्टमहिष्यः अपि
ओके अष्टमहिष्यः तु तत्र रुक्मिणी सत्यभामा नग्नजिति वृन्दा all those 8 people प्रथम
एतद् रामाय एवं ऋषयः लताः एतद् सर्वम् अग्रिमजन्मनि गोपिका रूपं धरन्ति इति गर्गसंहितायां
ओके ओके राइट थैंक यू
बहु सम्यक् पुनः एतद् मन्दभद्रः किं गजानां भेदः वा प्रभेदाः
lineage
कीदृश गजाः भवेयुः इति मम पठनात् आरभ्य एवमेव कल्पना अस्ति अहं न जानामि इदानीं केरलेषु गजानाम् एकैक गजस्य अपि ते स्पष्टं वदन्ति अयमेव रामचन्द्रः एवं सर्वं वदन्ति अहं तु न अवगच्छामि गजप्रियाः तत्र सन्ति अहमपि गजप्रिया एव किन्तु मम तु तादृश अवगमनं नास्ति
जातिभेदाः सो भद्रजाति मन्द्रजाति मृगजाति and then you have a combination of these 3 jatis also in elephants
yes अहं बहु इष्टवती कृष्णः एतं दृष्ट्वा अम्बष्ट मां गजस्य उपरि आरोपय इति
कृष्णकथा
न भागवते एव दशमस्कन्धे 43 अम्बष्ट मार्गं नौ देश अपक्रममाचिरम् इति एवम् अम्बष्ट चेत् अतिपकः इति तदा एव अवगतवती
ओके ओके
बहु सम्यक्
थैंक यू अनुराधा महोदय यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन
नमस्कार
शंकर
अस्तु महोदय धन्यवादः
ओके नमस्ते वदन्तु
मम प्रश्नः नरकासुरस्य तत्र बन्धनात्मकता यत् नार्या आसीत् तेषां तस्य पाणिग्रहणं कृतमस्ति कृष्णेन तत्र जरासन्धस्य किम् उक्तमस्ति तत् मया न
no maybe I was wrong it is so I think they were the Narakasurasya yes that is the correct one I thought it was Jarasandha's I'm not sure I need to check
जरासन्धः तु बहूनां महाराजानां बन्धनं कृतवान् आसीत्.
That's all, not the women. Yes, this is Narakasura's, Narakasurena yaha naryaha bandhibhutaha te eva asya Krishnasya, they became patnyaha. Correct. Not Jarasandha. I was confusing. Yes, you're right.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಮಹೋದಯ.
Okay.
ಜರಾಸಂಧ was a shasur of Kamsa.
Correct. Yeah, he married Kansa's two daughters.
Kamsa
Yeah.
married Jarasandha's daughter. Kamsa married Jarasandha's daughter.
Jarasandha's daughters. Yeah. Get confused. Okay. Thank you.
अतिः प्राप्तिः इति तयोः.
Ipada, you said I remember so many things. I just messed up so many things here.
महोदय तथा किमपि नास्ति. भवती तु बहु उत्तमं सम्यक् वदती अस्ति. नो चेत् जानीमः वयं.
Today what you told is that Sarvatma Darshanam is something new, because I am also since childhood listening to all these things.
तद् अनुभूय वदति किल. भावः तद् अस्मान् स्फुरति, अस्मान् स्पृशति वस्तुतः.
तत्तु अस्ति एव.
Prerana bhavet chet asmakam tu santoshah. That's all. It has to inspire people to keep thinking more. That's all.
भवत्याः भावः अस्ति किल, तत्रैव अस्माकमपि तत्र भवती अस्मान् नयति वस्तुतः.
Thank you.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
Yeah, you make us think like that, and then this Sarvatma Bhav, many Mahatmas also have not explained this one. This is something which has touched me, something new has come. So I'm so happy, and so many Dhanyavadas, Pranam.
Thank you. Okay. I don't think there are any other questions. So, Irka? Yes. Namaste.
நமஸ்தே பெக்னி. இது முடியாம இருக்கிறதுக்கு ஏதாவது வழி இருக்கா?
எது முடியாம?
I just can't think.
It will be over next class. Yeah.
So happy I came to know about your classes and being a part of it. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಬೆಗ್ನಿ.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll finish with the Mangala Shlokam. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Apataye Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namaste.